Good evening. I'm Kim Schatzel, president of Towson University, and I want to extend my warmest welcome to our faculty, staff, families, and friends, and our doctoral degree candidates who have long waited for this day. Would everyone please stand for the national anthem if you can, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Please be seated. Present on stage today are key academic leaders and supporters. These individuals are responsible for advancing our academic mission, doctoral degree programs, and outstanding student achievements. It is through their dedication and through their expertise that they enable the success of our students and this most remarkable institution. I ask that these individuals please rise and remain standing as I introduce them. The Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Melanie Perot. Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, David Ownby. Dean of the Fisher College of Science and Mathematics, David Vanko. Dean of the College of Health Professions, Lisa Plowfield. Dean of the College of Education, Lori Mullen, and Grand Marshal, Diana Emanuel. Please join me in showing our appreciation for these leaders with a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Leading our procession today is Grand Marshal Dr. Diana Emanuel. Dr. Emanuel, will you please stand? Can you see her? Dr. Diana Emanuel is a professor of audiology at Towson University, and for 30 years of teaching experience and 25 years of academic leadership experience, including serving as graduate program director and chair of the Department of Speech-Language Pathology and Audiology. Dr. Emanuel earned a BS in Communication Sciences and Disorders from Towson University, an MS and a PhD in Communication Disorders from the Pennsylvania State University. Over the past 2 decades, 169 doctors of audiology have graduated from the Towson University program. To date, Dr. Emanuel has served as the thesis advisor for 60 of these doctoral students. In 2000, yeah, you can cut that. In 2011, she received the University System of Maryland's highest teaching award, the USM Regents Faculty Award for Teaching. In addition to a textbook, she has published and disseminated her work broadly. Her video training series entitled Pure Tone Hearing, Screening in Schools was created in collaboration with Baltimore City Public Schools. These open access materials are now used across the United States as part of a hearing screening education programs, positively impacting the hearing and well-being of our nation's youth. Thank you for your contribution to your students, the university, and the academy, Dr. Emanuel. You may be seated. I now invite the degree candidates to join me in recognizing and thanking the family members and invited guests who, with their love and encouragement, have helped them meet this very special day. Graduates, please stand and find those most important people in your lives, and please give them the round of applause that they deserve. Please, graduates. Behind me, there are flags representing the 8 nations from which TU doctoral students hail. Our community brings together a diversity of backgrounds and ideas that competitively advantage our graduates and strengthen Towson University's reputation as one of the best public universities in the nation. And we truly are enjoying being able to recognize and confer these degrees to some of our best and brightest students this evening.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Melanie Perot, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. I want to extend a warm welcome to our faculty, our staff, our families, students, and friends, and offer my congratulations to our doctoral degree candidates. At this time, I will begin the conferring of doctoral degrees. A doctoral degree demonstrates a special effort to develop your academic talents and strengthen your skills in research. It is now your responsibility, graduates, to apply these capabilities in the service of humanity. Each candidate is hooded by the advisor, symbolizing the support provided throughout the educational process. The candidate is then referred to as doctor to signify the achievement of academic excellence. Assisting us in awarding the doctoral degrees for the Fisher College of Science and Mathematics will be Dean David Vanko and Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. David Owenby. Will the candidates for a doctoral degree from the Fisher College of Science and Mathematics please stand? On recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the candidates who meet all requirements for the doctoral science degree in information technology.
By the authority vested in me by the University System of Maryland's Board of Regents and the state of Maryland, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science in Information Technology with all of the responsibilities, honors, rights, and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. I now ask the doctoral candidates in information technology to join us on the stage, please.
We ask that you please hold your applause until all of the candidates for this degree are hooded. The first candidate is William Grant Hatcher. The dissertation, Secure Machine Learning for the Internet of Things Search Engine, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Wei Yu with hooding by Dr. Joyram Chakraborty. I present Dr. William Grant Hatcher. The next candidate is Helena Ata Payin Oladapo. The dissertation, A Cross-Cultural Study on the Effect of mHealth Adoption Among West Africans in the United States, the Case of Blood Pressure, completed under the supervision of Dr. Chakraborty. I present Dr. Helena Atapayin Oladapo. The next candidate is Justine Page Kaler. The dissertation, Dynamic Multi-Criteria Decision-Making in Complex Environments, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Robert Hamill. I present Dr. Justine Page Kaler. Our next candidate is Nirmala Soundarajan. The dissertation, Design and Implementation Issues for Multi-Core Web Server for Bare Machines, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Ramesh Karni. And I present Dr. Nirmala Soundarajan. The next candidate is Leon Loxley Bernard. The dissertation, Measuring Cognitive Load in Cybersecurity-Based Learning Modules, an eye tracking study, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Siddharth Kaza and Dr. Blair Taylor. And I present Dr. Leon Loxley Bernard. The next candidate is Natubem Ugo Ngwum. The dissertation, A Model for Security Evaluation of Digital Libraries, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Kaza and Dr. Taylor. And I present Dr. Natubem Ugo Ngwum. The next candidate is Seung-hee Jang. The dissertation, A Study on Efficient Learning and Modeling in Deep Neural Network-Based Image Recognition, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Yangon Kim, and he is hooded tonight by Dr. Michael McGuire. And I present Dr. Seung-hee Jang. The next candidate is Kofi Asempa Osetutu. The dissertation, Health Information Exchange Enterprise Architecture for Low to Middle Income Countries, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Yong-Tae Song, and again, he's hooded this evening by Dr. Michael McGuire. And I present Dr. Kofi Asempa Osetutu. The next candidate is Yue Han Yin. The dissertation, Deep Neural Networks for the Analysis of Eye Tracking Data, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Mike McGuire. And I present Dr. Yuehan Yin. This concludes the conferring of doctoral science degrees from the Fisher College of Science and Mathematics. Thank you.
Assisting us in awarding the doctoral degree for the College of Education will be Dean Lori Mullen and Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. David Ownby. Will the candidate for a doctoral degree from the College of Education please stand? On recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the candidate who meets all requirements for the doctoral degree in instructional technology.
By the authority vested in me by the University System of Maryland's Board of Regents and the State of Maryland, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Education in Instructional Technology with all the responsibilities, honors, rights, and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. I now ask if the doctoral candidate would please come to the stage with their advisor.
The candidate is Matthew John Ritchell. The dissertation, Study of Educational Text Messaging's Impact on Sleep Quality and Hygiene, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Scott McNary. I present Dr. Matthew John Ritchell. This concludes the conferring of doctoral degrees from the College of Education.
Assisting us in awarding the doctoral degrees for the College of Health Professions will be Dean Lisa Plowfield and Interim Dean David Ownby. Will the candidates for a doctoral degree from the College of Health Professions please stand? On recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the candidates who meet all requirements for the doctoral degree in occupational science, post-professional occupational therapy, entry-level occupational therapy, and audiology.
By the authority vested in me by the University System of Maryland's Board of Regents and the State of Maryland, I confer upon you the doctoral degree of occupational science, post-professional occupational therapy, entry-level occupational therapy, and audiology, with all of the responsibilities, honors, rights, and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. I now ask the occupational science doctoral candidates to join us on stage with their advisors. The remaining doctoral candidates can be seated.
The first candidate for a doctoral degree in occupational science is Christine Marie Alexander Green. The dissertation, a case study of key program elements supporting the occupational participation of youth in foster care in the student role, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Lisa Crabtree. I present Dr. Christine Marie Alexander Green. The next candidate is Matthew McRae Weatherly. The dissertation, Adolescents with Cancer, a phenomenological examination of the parents' occupational experience, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Barbara Demchek. I present Dr. Matthew McRae Weatherly. The next candidate is Heather Kennel Pugh. The dissertation, Occupations in the More Than Human World, an ethnographic exploration of multi-species occupations involving horses and humans, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Kendra Heatwell Shank. I present Dr. Heather Kennel Pugh. The next candidate is Ashley Lynn Langford. The dissertation, The Experience of School-Age Assistive Technology Users and Their Families During Emergency Remote Instruction and the Impact on Classroom Engagement, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Amanda Jaskowski. I present Dr. Ashley Lynn Langford. I now ask the post-professional occupational therapy doctoral candidates to join us on stage. The first candidate for a doctoral degree in post-professional occupational therapy is Melanie Ann Alavetzovitis. The capstone, Structuring the Occupational Therapy Process as Part of Remote Learning, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Melanie Ann Alavetzovitis. The next candidate is Brooke Nicole Reeves. The capstone, Return to School Following Spinal Cord Injury for the Kindergarten through 5th Grade Population, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Demchek. I present Dr. Brooke Nicole Reeves. The next candidate is Christine Ann Gresseth. The capstone, Life Skills and Community Functioning of Individuals with Serious and Persistent Mental Illness, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Beth Merriman. I present Dr. Christine Ann Gresseth. The next candidate is Audrey Caroline Combs. The capstone, Pretend, Standardized Patients in Occupational Therapy Curricula, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Marcy Weinstein. I present Dr. Audrey Caroline Combs. I now ask Dr. Crabtree's entry-level occupational therapy doctoral candidates to join us on stage. The first candidate for a doctoral degree in entry-level occupational therapy is Sherelle Sarah Altman. The capstone, Enhancing Social-Emotional Learning for Young Learners Through a Caregiver Education Toolkit, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Sherelle Sarah Altman. The next candidate is Brandon Nicole Geist. The capstone, Addressing Innate Barriers, within nature-based environments for individuals with mobility disabilities across the lifespan was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Brandon Nicole Geist. The next candidate is Azalea Abigail Hernandez. The capstone, My Best Life, a health and wellness program for underserved older adults, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Azalea Abigail Hernandez. The next candidate is Rebecca Deming Sykes. The capstone, Development of Culturally Relevant Resources for Families Transitioning Out of Early Intervention Programs, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Rebecca Deming Sykes. The next candidate is Sarah Ahmed Tayel. The capstone, the association between healthcare experiences of families of children with sickle cell disease and a clinical measure of neurological soft signs, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Sarah Ahmed Tayel. The next candidate is Lauren Alicia Villa. The capstone, Influence of Inclusive Nature-Based Programs on the Well-Being of Neurodivergent Individuals, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Crabtree. I present Dr. Lauren Alicia Villa. I now ask Dr. Jaskowski's and Dr. Lawson's entry-level occupational therapy doctoral candidates to join us on stage. Our next candidate is Sarah Rebecca Alsop Scott. The capstone, Promoting Increased ADL Participation in Children with Neurodevelopmental Disabilities Through Music and Movement, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Amanda Jaskowski. I present Dr. Sarah Rebecca Alsop Scott. The next candidate is Holly Nicole Long. The capstone, Special Education Law and Interprofessional Collaboration, Viewing Education Through an Occupational Lens, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Jaskowski. I present Dr. Holly Nicole Long. The next candidate is Jamie Catherine Trimble. The capstone, DIR Floor Time at MoCo Movement Center, a comprehensive parent training program, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Jaskowski. I present Dr. Jamie Catherine Trimble. The next candidate is Brent Joseph Hickey. The capstone, Access to Community Resources for Stroke Survivors, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Sonia Lawson. I present Dr. Brent Joseph Hickey. The next candidate is Caitlin Brooke Kerr. The capstone, Addressing Mental Well-Being in Older Adults, Their Caregivers, and Staff Members, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Lawson. I present Dr. Caitlin Brooke Kerr. The next candidate is Kathleen Dixon McCormick. The capstone, The development and sustainability of an equine therapy program for veterans was completed under the supervision of Dr. Lawson. I present Dr. Kathleen Dixon McCormick. The next candidate is Sabrina Arsha Mughal. The capstone, Assessments for Improved Participation and Engagement Among the Elderly, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Lawson. I present Dr. Sabrina Arsha Mughal. The next candidate is Sarah Michelle Napini. The capstone pilot study, modified 9-hole peg test use in stroke survivors, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Lawson. I present Dr. Sarah Michelle Napini. I now ask Dr. Wingrat and Dr. Yeager's entry-level occupational therapies doctoral candidates to join us on stage. The next candidate is Allison L. Adams. The capstone, Overcoming the Barriers to Aquatic Recreation, implementation of an aquatic training program for people with physical disabilities, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Jennifer Wingret. I present Dr. Allison L. Adams. The next candidate is Erin Fenton Bush. The capstone, Overcoming Occupational Injustice, identifying and reducing barriers to quality participation in wheelchair lacrosse, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Wingret. I present Dr. Erin Fenton Bush. The next candidate is Emily Ann Fong. The capstone, Supporting Play and Playfulness Among Youth with Complex Trauma in a Residential Treatment Center, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Jenna Yeager. I present Dr. Emily Ann Fong. The next candidate is Elizabeth Keating Hagan. The capstone, The Development of a Sexual Health Program for a Psychosocial Rehabilitation Setting, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Yeager. I present Dr. Elizabeth Keating Hagan. The next candidate is Maria Aretha James. The capstone, Mixed Feelings, the promotion of sensory-based healing through culturally responsive care in the Youth Residential Treatment Center, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Yeager. I present Dr. Maria Aretha James. The next candidate is Pratik Ashwin Parmar. The capstone, Integration of Technology-Based Resources to Support Vocational Rehabilitation in a Psychosocial Rehabilitation Program, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Yeager. I present Dr. Pratik Ashwin Parmar. I now ask Dr. Anantha Krishnan's audiology doctoral candidates to join us on stage. The first candidate for a doctoral degree in audiology is Jareth Isaiah Bidwell. The thesis, Effects of Interruption and Noise on the Military Phonetic Alphabet, a pilot study, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Nirmal Srinivasan with hooding by Dr. Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Jareth Isaiah Bidwell. The next candidate is Janet Kim. The thesis, Normative Psychoacoustic Data Using Portable Automated Rapid Testing, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Srinivasan with hooding by Dr. Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Janet Kim. The next candidate is Nicole Astrid Munkau. The thesis, a systematic review of wave 5 amplitude and latency measurements for chirp-evoked auditory brainstem responses in adults with normal hearing, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Sharda Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Nicole Astrid Munkau. The next candidate is Catherine Elise Pagliarulo. The thesis, Neural Correlates of Auditory Stream Segregation, a Systematic Review, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Catherine Elise Pagliarulo. The next candidate is Jacqueline Louise Pappalardo. The thesis, Evaluating Diagnostic Relevance of Chirp-Evoked ABRs in Adults with Sensory Neural Hearing Loss, a Systematic Review, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Jacqueline Louise Pappalardo. The next candidate is Sarah Ann Presley. The thesis, Validating Android and iOS-based PureTone audiogram apps, a pilot study, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Nirmal Srinivasan with hooding by Dr. Ananthakrishnan. I present Dr. Sarah Ann Presley. I now ask Dr. Emanuel's and Dr. Korchek's audiology doctoral candidates to join us on stage. The next candidate is Catherine Margaret Isman. The thesis, Survey of Current Practices in the Diagnosis of Auditory Processing Disorder, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emanuel. I present Dr. Catherine Margaret Isman. The next candidate is Kathleen Rose Kammerer. The thesis, Music in Fitness Classes, Motivator or Demotivator, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emanuel. I present Dr. Kathleen Rose Kammerer. The next candidate is Amanda Raquel Rodriguez. The thesis, Student Self-Perceptions of Noise-Induced Learned Helplessness Based on Locus of Control, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emanuel. I present Dr. Amanda Raquel Rodriguez. The next candidate is Jana Lee Stout. The thesis, Audiology Clinical Practice Patterns in Acoustic Reflex Testing, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emanuel. I present Dr. Jana Lee Stout. The next candidate is Mallory Elizabeth Stute. The thesis, Perceptions of Healthcare and Knowledge about Audiology from People with Intellectual Disabilities, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emanuel. I present Dr. Mallory Elizabeth Stute. The next candidate is Tiffany Rebecca Ventura. The thesis, The Use of Technology to Deliver Live Corrective Feedback in Audiology Clinical Education, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Emmanuel. I present Dr. Tiffany Rebecca Ventura. The next candidate is Emily Kate Ackley. The thesis, Effects of Rise Time on the Response Properties of Tone Burst Auditory Brainstem Responses, a comparison of simulated data to existing data reported in the literature, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Peggy Korchek with hooding by Dr. Anantha Krishnan. I present Dr. Emily Kate Ackley. The next candidate is Deborah Gwynn Brace. The thesis, Choice and Rationale for Use of Various Stimulus and Recording Parameters for Tone Burst APRs in Clinical Practice, a pilot study, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Korchek with hooding by Dr. Anantha Krishnan. I present Dr. Deborah Gwynn Brace. The next candidate is Caitlin Moser. The thesis, Effects of Stimulus Rate on Click-Evoked Auditory Brainstem Responses, a comparison of simulation data and actual data reported in the literature, was completed under the supervision of Dr. Korchek with hooding by Dr. Anantha Krishnan. I present Dr. Caitlin Moser. This concludes the conferring of doctoral degrees from the College of Health Professions.
Congratulations to our newest doctoral colleagues, and welcome to each and every one of you. Because tonight you joined with myself, the provost, the deans, and your faculty as members of a scholarly community here at Towson University. So again, it is my sincerest well wishes that I offer tonight on behalf of the faculty and the staff, as well as congratulations to each and every one of you and to your very proud families, as we heard tonight. How about giving our graduates and families some applause? We also appreciate the many faculty, ceremony staff, and volunteers who share in the joy of our graduates and have helped make it a day to remember. Would you please join me in a round of applause to show our appreciation?
This concludes our doctoral hooding ceremony. It has been my honor and privilege to be the Grand Marshal today for the first ever doctoral hooding ceremony. The stage party, faculty and graduates, will begin the recessional, and I ask members of the audience to please remain seated. Again, we offer our congratulations and invite you to celebrate our doctoral graduates at the reception.
Bye.